Hello everybody. Now I am going to discuss about meaning of customer and types of customers. It is coming under banker and customer. You see, customer, who is the customer? The customer in the general sense, we are seeing, we are all saying that I am a customer to your institution, I am a regular customer to your shop, I am a regular customer to your vending mart. Like this, we are telling so and so in an ordinary sense. It means that we are going regularly, we are visiting the shop regularly, we are going to the outlet regularly for buying purpose. When we are going to the same shop continuously, consistently, regularly, often and often, going to the same shop or business outlet or business firm for making purchase or transactions. Here we are calling ourselves as the customer in the common sense. But in case of banker, what about in case of bank customer? You look at it, in case of bank customer, we do not have any statutory definitions which is going to define the customer. Here we have to depend upon the views of the authorities on banking and the court judgments. Let us see those things here. If we go with the definitions given by some authorities on banking, Sir John Paget says that to constitute a customer, there should be some recognizable course or habit of dealing in the regular banking business. According to Sir John Paget, one can be considered as a customer. He is going to the same bank continuously and regularly for making regular banking business. It seems that here he used the term there should be some recognizable course or habit of dealing in the regular banking business. He says that. Means in his definition we are going to find that there should be some regular banking transactions or banking business transactions is required by a person with the banker to consider or to call himself as a customer. This is what we found. And here also we found that there were some court judgments delivered on the basis of this, which require certain period of time, or the regular banking business should be happened by a person with the banker continuously for a certain period of time to call himself as a customer. Like that, judgments were also delivered. Later what happened, a new judgment delivered during 1914. You look at this judgment delivered in the case of Landbrook versus Todd. That is in 1914 30 TLR 433 by Justice Belaki. What he says, the relationship between banker and customer begins as soon as the first check is paid and accepted for collection. He says that the relationship between banker and customer begins as soon as the first check is paid. How the first check will be paid? Means when the new account is opened by the person with the banker, then and there itself a person will become customer, like that the judgment delivered. You see, first check is paid and accepted for collection. How the first check will be paid and accepted for collection? So first check will be paid when there is an account. When there is an account with the banker by the customer or by the person. If a person opens an account with the banker, if his first check is paid or accepted for collection, with the first entry itself, a person will become the customer, like that the Justice Belakhe delivered the judgment. What it means, you see, a person becomes a customer of a bank as soon as the bank account is opened. So just by opening a bank account, a person will become a customer. Like that we have to understand. A customer is one who has an account with a banker. This is the definition given by Dr. H. L. Hart. A customer is one who has an account with a banker. If any person who got an account with a banker, he will be considered as a customer. Let us see what is the inference or the conclusion. To conclude this, what are the conditions to be satisfied by a person to become a customer? A person can become a customer of a bank if he had an account. If he have an account, he will become a customer. And also here, a single transaction is enough. Thinking that he will continue his transaction in future or in due course, he will continue. And frequency of transactions not needed. Continuous transactions are also not needed. The dealings must be in the nature of regular banking business. Like these, we found the essentials or conditions to be satisfied by a person to become a customer. Just by opening an account with single transaction and also without any frequency of transactions, but by making the dealings in the nature of regular banking business, a person can become a customer to a bank. Like that we need to understand. So what is the meaning there? By observing all this, we shall easily confirm the meaning of a customer of a bank. Customer is a person who has an account. Which kind of account? Account may be any account, either savings bank account or SB account, or current account or CA, or FD account or fixed deposit account with a banker. Let us look at the types of customers. We are going to classify according to our convenience the types of customers as two. There are two varieties of customers we can find: ordinary customers and special types of customers. Who are these ordinary customers? Ordinary customers means who are opened their account with the banker, and the banker need not give any special care while opening and operating the bank account of the customer. These customers are called as ordinary customers. Then who are the special types of customers? You look at this. In some cases, the banker cannot open the customer's account very easily. If he opens the account as a general sense, so he will be put under trouble. Hence, he has to take some special care and precautions, special care or precautions while opening and operating the bank account of several types of customers. These types of customer are these customers, several customers. These customers are called as special types of customers. Let us see who are those. They are minors, illiterates, married women, parda women, lunatics, drunkards, insolvents, joint account holders, agents, trustees, executors, and administrators, Hindu undivided families, partnerships, joint stock companies, liquidators, cooperative societies, clubs and charitable institutions, local authorities, government departments, ministries, power of attorney holders, proprietorships, non-residents and foreigners. Let us see why we are calling these fellows as special types of customer. You take in the case of minor, you take in the case of illiterate, you take in the case of married women, you take in the case of parda women, you take in the case of lunatics. We are seeing these are all different types of customers who are not an ordinary customers. You look at them. So minor, we have to take special care because legally the aspects are entirely different. And illiterates means those who are not literated, those who cannot read, those who cannot write, these fellows. So who don't know reading and writing, and these fellows are illiterates. To deal with them, very difficult. And here what precautions to be taken by the banker, because these fellows cannot able to sign like that. Married women, so individual woman is entirely different from married woman. So after marriage, if the banker has to open the account in the name of the married woman, he has to take some special care. Parda woman also he has to take some special care. Lunatics means insane. So the people who are mentally disorder. So in case of these, the banker has to take special care like that. So you see drunkards, insolvents, joint account holders, like these different special care we have to take about these different kinds of or special types of customers. You look at them, we shall go through some of them in like a bit. You look at it, minor. Everybody know that minor means what, but legally we have to define. When we go with legally, under section 3 of Indian Majority Act 1875, a minor is a person who has not completed the age of 18 years. According to section 3 of Indian Majority Act 1875, a minor is a person who has not completed the age of 18 years. Means those who are not completed 18 years, we are calling them as minor. Suppose in case if a minor has a guardian appointed by the court, he or she will remain as a minor till the age of 21 years. Suppose if a guardian is appointed by the court of law, he or she will remain as a minor till the age of 21 years. You see, the age differs. So if a minor is a person, simply up to the completion of 18 years, he will be considered as a minor. If the same minor is supported by the guardian who is appointed by the court of law, then he will remain as minor till the completion of age 21 years. And next matter is illiterates. As I already told you that illiterates who do not know how to write and how to read, they don't know letters, means they can't read and they can't write. In case of these kind of illiterates, the banker has to take a special care. The question appears whether illiterates can open the bank account or not. Yes, the illiterates can open the bank account. How to open the bank account? Because they have to sign, application, they have to sign on the application form, they have to sign with the agreement between banker and customer. So what has to do? So here, instead of signature, thumb impression is also considered. Thumb impression of the illiterate person or proposed illiterate customer is considered, and he has to put thumb impression in front of the bank official. That we are calling LTM. LTM of the illiterate is essential in front of the bank official. In case of married women, so in India, married woman enjoys the same contractual capacity as a man or an unmarried lady. But creditor faces certain risks. Hence, he should be very careful. Lunatics. A lunatic is a insane person, as I already told you. He is of unsound mind. He is totally mentally disordered person. And in case of this customer, banker has to take some special care. Likely we are seeing some more matters. You see, trustees or executors and administrators, partnership. You will take partnership firm. So in case of partnership firm, there are some deeds. Partnership deed is there. There may be absence of the partnership deed is there. Deed may be there, and in such cases, what to do? The special care has to be taken. Who has to operate the bank account of the partnership firm? These types of questions are coming, and hence who is liable? All these questions are coming. In such cases, bank has to take a special care with regard to opening of bank account in the name of opening and operating the bank account in the name of partnership firm. Next, joint stock companies means joint stock company is an artificial person, you see. So it is operated by law. So here, in case of this, we have to follow the law. Law means what? We have to collect a memorandum of association, articles of association, and bylaws and resolutions. So here, on behalf of the company, who is authorized to operate the bank account, it is most essential. Such matters we have to collect different documents while opening and operating the bank account in the name of the joint stock companies. Liquidators also, who is appointed by the court of law, and in such cases, opening and operating the bank account, a bank has to take special care. Cooperative societies, who has to operate the bank account on behalf of the cooperative society is a question mark. And here also we need resolutions, we need bylaws, we need different documents before opening and opening the bank account. And while after opening the bank account, we have to collect different documents stating who is authorized to operate the bank account of the cooperative society. And here it may, in all the cases, in all these cases, because these are all special types of customers, the same person will not continue. In such cases, if the person who is authorized already to operate the bank account is changed, so then how to continue the same account with the another person who is coming there, or subsequent person who is coming there, who as authorized person to operate the bank account. So in such cases, different documents has to be collected by the banker for allowing them to operate the bank account which is already opened. In the clubs and charitable institutions, local authorities case also same. Government departments also same. Here we are seeing that the authorized person is going to transfer from one place to another place consistently or continuously, and when the authorized person is changed, so then again we have to collect who is the next authorized person, who is the subsequent authorized person. We have to collect the changed signature of the next authorized person. Like this, we have to continue the bank account with the changed authorized person by collecting his signature, the documents for his arrival to that position, etc. Like this. Power of attorney holders, proprietorships, non-residents or foreigners. So in all these cases, the banker has to take special care, and hence these customers are called as special types of customer. Thank you very much for listening to my lecture. Thank you very much.